You shall not pass. That's the words I was searching for. First guy out of the way. Second guy insta-kills me. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Crossout with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our hangar. Now, in between the last episode and this one, I've actually spent a tad bit of time grinding away to get ourselves some money, and you may be wondering, where in the world is that money even at? Given that I only have 12 bucks up there. Well, I can tell you, if we have a quick look at the storage, we do have a new drill going for us, because of course we did in the last episode also get that fancy new generator onto our vehicles, which now gives us some more power score, which means that we can amp up that drill boy build a good bit, I hope. So that is very much going to be the plan for today. We're going to go and upgrade that a bit, and well, then just hopefully have some fun. Go and blow some people up in PvP and see just how much more that extra drill is doing for us. But just quickly then, before we get going on that, if you're new around here and if you happen to enjoy this episode, please make sure to smash that subscribe button right down below. We're only 400 people out from 1k subscribers, and every single one does truly help out a ton. So thank you very much if you did that, and let's move right ahead. So going into the garage, I mean, I have to say, I've been using this new adapted version of the Drill Boy build a good bit now. And overall, I've been quite happy with it. Like, the whole frame hasn't really seemed all too on-top fragile to me or something, which was like my initial, well, not pain point, but fear point, if you do remember that one. And overall, it seems to have gone quite well. I haven't really blown up all that much. Had some very, very good games with it indeed, even one where I killed like 5 people or something, like the entire enemy team just went and got deleted. That was quite fun, but overall, really not been too much of an issue. So I'm quite tempted to keep this our main build and not the other more elongated one. So we'll see. I'll probably give it like another 1 or 2 episodes of just gathering experiences and seeing how it works, but overall, I think thus far it works quite well. Now, in terms of this thing then, you can see we're currently at 12 out of 13 of a power score. So this one will actually be a curious one, because what is going to be the case is that in order to actually get a third drill onto here, we will have to remove our beloved booster. Now, the boosters being, in general, I would say, probably more important for the wedge build anyways, so I'm not too afraid of taking that one off, but still, it will be a bit of a change, so we will have to see just how well that works out for us as well. And, you know, if you have any comments on this, if you think it is more important than I think it is here, please let me know down below. Always appreciate that input. Well, we're going to take that off for the time being, and that also then means, of course, a few modifications to the frame for us. Now, these bits and bobs we will probably keep. Just going to have to move them around a bit. This thing here we can actually pretty much get rid of, I would say. And we are going to go and shape this frame a little more inwards at the back here. Now, we could kind of sort of move these wheels around a tad bit, and I think we are going to do so. So those are all, like, everything basically is going to wander up one slot. This, like, intermediate frame is going to wander up to here. That's going to go up to there. That is still attached. That is also still attached, so that should hopefully all be very nice and good and beautiful indeed. And what that also allows us to do is move this part up by a bit then, which is going to be an interesting one, because technically, should I get rid of this part here? You know, it would kind of expose a bit of a weakness, so maybe a bit of an overlap isn't the worst thing in the world there. I'm not quite sure. We'll probably keep it like this for now. We will go and slap these onto the back again, just to make sure that we do have that added protection. That's very nice, you know, should give us a bit more reward protection, why in the world not? The intriguing part here being, though, that now I kind of have more rear-facing protection than front-facing protection, which I would argue is a bit weird. Maybe we should rethink that as well. Let me go and finish this part for now, though, before we forget about that, and just have a random frame floating around. I'm not even sure we could have used it like that, but you know, could have fixed things there. Yes, so I'm not entirely sure. First things first, let me go and do this one. Move these out a bit and get in our third drill. Beautiful. So this should be really nice and deadly, I hope. We are also, of course, going to go and colour that in our beautiful bromine colour. Make that match the others. I'm not sure about the protection part of things. Honestly, I would really kind of prefer to have more protection up front than in the rear. The intriguing part being, let me first things first, just move the radar in here somewhere, I guess. The intriguing part being, can we technically move this chassis back by one? I guess I should be able to. I'm not entirely sure. I would run into the risk of potentially exposing some components here. Probably not. I mean, like, the idea would be, right, let's wait. Before we do that, right, let us go and save this as our Speedy Boy V2. That's going to be the new addition. Worst things, we can just roll it back like we used to, right? Now, let's go into build, and basically we're going to take that one out, right, because that's the, well, flatter part. I'm not sure how much durability these have. They have like 50. This is like, yeah, so that's totally fine. I think now what we would have to do then is move that engine back by one, which apparently we're absolutely not able, nope, there we go, to do. And well, we will have to go and fix this whole shotgun thing again and make sure that they are not like shooting into the frame up there. Doesn't look like moving back would be a bit of an issue even, so that is quite good, and then we could do something a little more like that, right? In my mind, I think this makes way more sense, to be honest, because why in the world we want to have more protection towards the other side of the vehicle, right? That does not make too much sense, to be honest. So that way, we do have some extra front-facing protection for our cabin. Now, what I really don't like is that there's a little gap in here. And in there. How did those come to be? Have those been there all along? Have I missed something just then? No, right? Those must have been there all along. Quite weird, if you ask me. Quite weird indeed. We could probably do, like, some 2x4s and order to plug those holes. Maybe we would want to. I'll have a look in terms of like tonnage and all in just a minute, I guess, but for the time being, let's go and slap these poppies back on. And yeah, well, I guess we have to slap them on further to the back to make this fit. Yeah, there we go. So that was kind of the setup we had on the shotgun. So this thing overall works, which is good. I'm quite happy with that. I think that is the better approach most certainly, especially, you know, given that we do have an engine back there, and, you know, that's probably going to soak up some damage from the rear too. So having more front-facing protection, absolutely the way to go in my mind. We are going to save like that now for a second. And then we could take this into consideration. Looking at the tonnage, it shouldn't be an issue whatsoever, so I really don't see a reason to have, like, holes sticking out there, so we are going to go and try and move this up if we can. There we go. And move this back a bit. Boop. And then we're going to go and grab, like, two 2x4s, which ideally I would probably just make them the metal thingies, even though they're quite heavy for what they do. I don't think we have much of an alternative, though, to be honest. I'm not going to use a minivan sideboard, I can tell you as much. And I cannot spot any, like, Avia stuff. That's always the one that I very much like, I have to say now, with the new parts that we got. We don't have enough of those, unfortunately. Already kind of slapped them around the outside of this thing. So, this is going to be the way to go. Just going to make sure to turn this stuff around the right way so we don't have any holes facing upwards. That doesn't seem all too logical, does it? So, you know, just fixing all those things, because apparently I did that all around the vehicle. And then we're going to go and slap these on there. Beautiful. And make sure, of course, to repaint everything on very beautiful and charming bromine colours. Why do these not match? Can anyone tell me? Why does this have to be, like, mega used? And that thing, like, pristine while both are being painted the same colour? I'm not really sure. But it is what it is. That is going to be our new vehicle. Holds fixed. More frontal protection. 3 drills. No booster. Really interested to see how that one's going to do for us, I have to say. Really, really interested to see how that one's going to do. We're going to save that. Let's go. Get ourselves into battle. Give this a bit of a try. And hopefully, we're going to blab enemies faster than ever before. While at the same time not having any speed issues. And of course, being a tad bit more survivable. So, I'll see you all on the other side of this quick cut. Alright, everyone. Welcome then to the first game. Our vehicle is now most certainly wider than it's long, which is, well, definitely a new approach for us. Gonna be very interested to see how that one pans out. Also, we're apparently abducting a random box. I don't know what that's supposed to be. We're gonna go around the outside here a bit, as per usual, and gonna try and kind of fall into the back of the enemies. There was, however, oh god, a guy right there that seemed to be rather solo. Maybe he is not. Quite sure that he just got blapped though, so we're gonna just ignore that very swiftly. Zoom around the outside here. Kind of really trying to hold myself back not to press that shift key every 2 seconds, I have to say. Hello, William. And we're gonna go and yeet into William for a start. Hi, Mr. Bot. You have been chosen to be annihilated. Please don't do that. That's not nice. Explode. Okay, I have to say, honestly, that was a lot faster than I usually kill them, so the third drill is certainly showing its advantages here. Not the best standing from the team just yet, I have to say. Mr. Dead Space here will certainly... appreciate a bit of a visit from my side. Oh god. Ow, ow, oh my god, what just happened to me? Somehow my stuff just blew up. What the heck? How in the world did they just blow up my... Okay, evidently, somebody just blew up all my explosives. I'm not quite sure how that happened, to be honest. If any of you saw it, please let me know down below. Must have been a very well-aimed shot at something, I don't really know. But, like, that vehicle disintegrated in seconds, so I may have just jinxed things talking about survivability and all. I'm not really sure. Not the greatest first start, I guess, but, well, it is what it is. I'm probably just going to move on to the next one. Beautiful little Christmas skin, I have to say. But I'm going to move on to the next one, and I'll see you all after the cut. Right, back we are for a second game. Domination, so we are going to go for a cap for the time being. Just assist the team in that most certainly, and then we'll kind of just see what comes our way, I suppose. Ideally, I would try and keep some cover behind me, but there's already a person coming in, which seems to be headed the other way, which isn't all too bad. We can say hi on this side of the map. Hello. Hello, sir. You're not allowed to pass. You shall not pass. That's the words I was searching for. First guy out of the way. Second guy insta-kills me. What do you mean? I was talking about survivability and I instantly... How did I die? I would really like some sort of, like, kill summary on that one. What in the world just happened to me? I'm so confused. How am I blowing up 10 times more than I used to? This is really weird. There was no explosive lances on that dude, I'm quite certain, so... I have really got no clue how I just got blapped 100 to 0 like that. Maybe we have really exposed our explosives by moving the cabin one back. Is that what it is? That the cabin isn't protecting it from the front, like from the top anymore? And when explosives blow up in our face, it instantly gets to, like, our explosives and blows us up? I feel like our explosives may just, like, be sticking out a bit, and that may be the issue. Maybe after all that wasn't the greatest idea in the world. We'll have to see. I think we'll check that out in the build menu. I'll go for, well, maybe not a quick cut. I mean, honestly, this game's already over, so we will stay around and we'll go right into the build menu to check that one out. I think that may be the issue. Because, like, this happening a second time is honestly a bit worrying. And I do have the feeling that something may have gone wrong there in terms of my improvements. So if we take these off... Yeah. So basically what I think happens is usually our cabin sits on top of this. So even if an explosive blows up in the face of the cabin, the generator doesn't get touched because the cabin kind of takes the blow. But with this thing happening, if an explosive blows up like right around here, the explosive goes downwards, explodes this, that explodes that, and that explodes us. And we both times got hit kind of frontally by guns. So that kind of is what I feel has happened to us here. So we'll go and move that thing back up, and we will go and revert those changes, because evidently they were far from beneficial to our survivability. So let's do that. The question being, can I just slap the thing on top anyways, maybe? And just like kind of have things extend out a bit more up front or something like that? One way or another, the cabin does have to sit like that. If maybe I just do this, I guess that works, right? The only issue would be if the back part gets blown up, but honestly, if the back part gets blown up, the front part's probably gone. Like, from what weird angle would I be hit for that thing to be blown up first? So I think we're going to do things like that instead. That may be the better approach. We'll try it out like this, and hopefully we won't blow up instantly again. I hope that is what it was, and that we've actually found the issue now. We shall see in this very next battle. I'll place a quick cut, and I'll be right back with you all. Alright, and welcome back then for another attempt at this one. Hopefully, this time not featuring instant exploding Spacefish. Fingers crossed on that one. We are going to go, as usual, do our little flankaroo, and look out for our first bits and bobs of prey. You know, ideally, somebody's just going to come right at me. Saying that, somebody's just coming right at... What in the world do you mean? I am so confused. Why am I blowing up every time I'm trying to drill somebody to bits? That was evidently not it. I really don't know what would be it then, though. Are these dudes getting below my frame with this kind of stuff, or... Are my explosives just too far up front? Do I need, like, more frames in the way? I really don't know what the issue here may be. Yeah, so I think the title of this episode is going to be something like, "These changes made me blow up in seconds," or something. We're going to see about that. I'm really not quite sure what we can do about this very issue, to be quite honest with you. If you have any suggestions, please let me know down below in the comments. I really feel that it is due to my explosives blowing me up. So maybe it's just that we need like extra frames or something, that people get below my frame. But I'm not really sure how people would get below my frame. I mean, I've got like 3 drills up front that are all below frame height usually to drill apart enemy people's explosives. So how in the world my frames, like my explosives, are getting hit like that on a standard RAM, I really don't have a clue. I'm honestly quite confused and lost for words on that one. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it's not even the build's fault. It's a very weird one. Please help me out. Please let me know down below in the comments. I would absolutely appreciate your opinion on this very issue. We will then go back in the next episode and try and fix that, and hopefully have some more fun with the build and plan on future upgrades and changes to the builds. For today, though, I think we'll end it off right here with those, well, very unfortunate games, quite honestly, and we'll hopefully come back stronger the next time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button right down below. That does always help out a ton with the performance of those videos. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as smashing that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all of that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.